Hi everyone. So I put this here just because I needed to line up the camera. This is a painting that I did a couple weeks ago. You can see. It is on a cradled hardwood canvas, so this will be getting resin on it. Okay. I thought about doing a bigger canvas, but I have these couple little 8x10s, and I got these at Michael's, so I thought, why not? Let's use them. And our colors have black and white. I made this color yellow, so it's a mixture of a bunch of stuff. It was actually a lot brighter than that, and I added a lot of white to it and a couple other colors to try to calm it down a little. You can tell it's really bright there, so it most definitely was extremely bright before I started. Same thing with the brown. I mixed it and made it myself. I am using Deco Art for my gold. So I know it looks really tan in the cup, but when it dries, it's very, very gold. So, and this is a mixture of a few colors. Trying to get it kind of like a brick color, like a brick red. I don't know if I've succeeded on that either, but my pouring medium for today was new for me. I haven't done it like this yet, so it's kind of an experiment today. It was 8 ounces of the GAC 800, 8 ounces of Floetrol, 4 ounces of glue all, and in the black was very thick, and I had to put a little bit of water in there. It's still kind of thick. I might have to add a little bit more water in that, a couple of little dollops of it. So, let's see. I'm trying to figure out my cup order, my color order, how I want to layer my cup, and I believe I'm going to do white, yellow, black, gold, red, and brown. Since I'm working just on an 8x10, I should only need 1 cup. I have like 16-ounce cup. Oh no, maybe they're 12-ounce cups. I have a terrible memory. I really should start writing more things down. Maybe someday, because I've been saying that for years. And I guess I can show you this. This yellow is not layering very good on that white. I did add so much stuff to that yellow. I guess I kind of watered it down, so it's not layering very, see, it should have layered like that. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that yellow, because now I'm a little concerned. So you really want it to have the same consistency, all of the paint colors. I think for the most part, most of my paints have the same paint consistency. That yellow just... Now putting this red with that gold, it means it's going to turn some of that gold into a rose gold, where some of it blends together, which is okay. I'm okay with rose gold. So, these first paints that I'm doing, this first canvas, this one has no of the treadmill silicone in it. The second one will. We're doing 2 of them, and the second one will. I just wanted to do one with and one without, just so you can see the differences in them. I should have put gloves on before I started this. Ooh, I splattered that real good. This is why my nail people hate me. Just got my nails done today too. So I filmed a couple and I haven't posted any, and I don't know if I'll post this one either. I'm in my artist loft, art gallery, and my family is downstairs, and we have a 6-year-old who gets very rambunctious. So he sometimes likes to run up here or yell and scream. So if that happens, I will apologize now. The kid's a hoot though. Oh yeah. That yellow is still very questionable. It already looks pretty muddy. It's running off like crazy too. There's a huge amount already over here. That cup may have been too much for this canvas. I'm gonna take off a bunch right now. Stretch it out a little. Okay. I was not prepared. I did not even put anything under my canvas. Of course, I expected to have a little bit of time before all of that happened. I see a lot of bubbles popping, but I don't see too many cells, which is good because this one doesn't have the silicone in it. But there is 8 ounces of Floetrol. Usually the Floetrol will bring up a bunch of cells. Yeah, a lot less yellow in the next one. Had to get some more off there. I had too much paint on my canvas still. What do y'all think? It's not at all what I expected. That yellow really took over, that yellow and that brown. And those were the 2 colors I was most concerned about. Just checking my sides and getting my corners. Run your finger along the bottom to get those paint drips off, because that will pull everything off your painting. Well, I don't see a lot of my colors. I think a lot of them got lost in there. See a little bit of the red string through here. A little bit of the white. I don't know how I feel about that. And that one may end up getting scraped. Tilt a little bit more. See if I can open up a little bit of this. break up some of that yellow a little bit. I just really don't know how I feel about this one. I don't think I've ever made a painting that looks like that one. I guess they're all different, but that one's a lot different. Think a lot less yellow on the next one for sure. Yep. Think we will try again. I don't think I like it. I think I'm gonna scrape it. Yeah, I definitely see it being scraped. Probably should have left my gloves on for that. I still have plenty of paint though. I still will be able to do 2 paintings, so scrape away. Nope, found all the red. You can see where I set the cup. Can y'all hear my meditation music playing? I love meditation. I meditate every day. Once I have to scrape a painting, my meditation usually needs to start sooner. Although, I have a, oh shoot, what size is that painting? I believe it is a 24 by 38 gallery wrap canvas. And I did a painting on it and my colors started pulling apart. Broke my heart because I really loved it. Had to scrape it. So I scraped it, come back. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do another one on it. So I did it. Hated it. Scraped it again. And put back into it the 3rd time and I had to scrape it and I said, you know what? Okay, that's it. I'm done with this. So it has sat on the floor on a plastic tarp for about 3 weeks because I am refusing to touch it. And it's mocking me. It's looking at me and mocking me and daring me to come back and do it. And I will. I'm just trying to work up the courage. But it'll happen. I'll do it. So let's get all this big mess off of here because this is terrible. should wipe my hands off before I grab this. I got stuff all over it already. Okay. It was beautiful out today here in Tennessee. I'm originally from Michigan. I've been in Tennessee for years now, and I really love it here. Really do. It does get very hot. That's why I'm planning on getting a swimming pool put in this fall. Oops, enough of the yellow. Don't even know if y'all seen that. I did not put very much of the white, and I did not put very much of the yellow in there. Maybe I won't have enough for a second one. Well, I will, just not with all these colors. Trying to float away. I'm just gonna mix up a little bit of this different colors. The red in the next one will be a little bit different of a color because I added a little bit of color shift to it. just to try it out. I have never used the color shift before, so and it's by Folk Art, and I actually bought it at Walmart, and I don't usually do that. Most of my colors come from Michael's because, well, I have to drive a long way to get to Michael's. I used to go to Hobby Lobby for my paints until I discovered Michael's. And I have not been back to Hobby Lobby since I discovered Michael's. Oh, that actually turned out real pretty. And it's a color shift, so when it dries, it should shift colors as you look at it from different angles. I don't know if it will still work because I have darkened this up with black, but we shall see. All right, let's see what happens now. Ew, it still looks muddy. No. It's very runny. I wonder if it is the pouring medium. Yeah, that's very runny. I did not add any water to the pouring medium, so all of that runniness would have to be either the Floetrol or the GAC 800, because the Elmer's glue all is actually thick. It thickens it up, and but I did put less of the glue all in this time than I usually do. So that could also be part of it. I think I got all the bubbles out. Oh. All right, fingers crossed. Wish me luck, because this looks like a mess. Of course, I can tolerate this. This one has more ribbons in it, and I can deal with that a little better than I could all of that yellow in the last one. This one actually has yellow and then some of the ribbons. This one has more cells popping up also. Not so sure how I feel about this part right here. I do enjoy that. I think that for the sake of the eyes, I should take this part over here off. Because it was not very pleasing to the eye. That helped get a little bit more of the paint off too, because it did really have too much paint on it. Some of those cells right there, they look like rose gold, and that's from the gold and the red being next to each other, which I knew would happen, but I like it. The rose gold cells remind me of chocolate cherries, especially next to that brown, because of the color of the cream inside of chocolate cherries. This is the third darker painting I've done this week. I'm on a kick apparently. I get in moods for certain colors and I go for them. Can you see that? Yeah. So, what do y'all think? I see a little spot of something right here, a goop. Oh, and I can't get it. It's not gonna make it easy for me. Oh, it's hard. What is that? Did I get it? I dropped it. I have no idea what that was. Gave me a little snowflake right there though. I do change my gloves a lot. I should probably take stocking gloves. But my mama, who lives in Michigan, sends me gloves and these pads. She takes good care of me. She has spoiled me my whole life, and she still does. All right. So now we are going to put a little bit of the Spot On treadmill in there. I think I'm gonna do 4 drops in the yellow, 2 drops in the gold, 4 drops in the red, and 4 drops in the brown. Didn't put any in the white, none in the black. And I put less in the gold because, well, for one, I have less paint in the gold cup. But also, the gold already creates cells as it is, so. Mix them up real good. If you like the big juicy cells, just a couple little stirs should be fine. If you like smaller cells, then you mix real good. I like smaller cells, so. At least on a smaller canvas. I guess if it was, if I was doing that big canvas, I may put more on it. When I was doing that big cup, or that big canvas, I was actually doing a Dutch pour on it. And my paint cracked. Or it started pulling apart. It didn't crack. It started pulling apart. I think I'm gonna mix up my color order this time, and I think I'm gonna go in the other direction. So I put a little bit of white on the bottom. Maybe it is my white that's the problem. I'm pouring higher, from a little higher up this time to make it more of a dirty pour. I did only do one layer of each because there was so much paint on the last couple that I didn't want to do that again. Oh, look at that yellow. You see that? Well, I think that order is a lot better. But look at those cells already, and I haven't even stretched yet. That might not be any good. Yeah, let's wreck through those real quick. Oh. some of those original cells that popped up are getting all out of whack. There is a lot of clusters of cells in there. I guess you never know when you start recording. I thought I would do a couple of paintings. And here I am on my third one because we scraped one. Like I have a mouse in my pocket. I scraped one. But if you're watching this, then we scraped it. Wow, those cells are really growing. So, what do y'all think about that one? Now, usually I would be torching again, but there's so much already going on with this one that I don't feel like I want to torch it again. I'm gonna leave it alone and see what it does. And bring you down for a close-up. Okay. So, and hopefully, which it should, hold this shape. See, some of those are just all out of whack. Those were the original ones that popped up first. But when you stand back and look at it, kind of goes with the flow of it. I guess, I don't know. That's one of those ones I'll have to see if I can learn to love it. And we'll go over here to this one without the silicone, and it still has cells popping up from the Floetrol, but a lot less with the ribbons. So what do y'all think? Which one do you like more? Without silicone or with silicone? I guess it depends on what you're going for. All right. Thank you. See you again later. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share and hit the bell notification. Thank you. Bye.